What causes recessions? A recession sounds dramatic, but what actually causes one? Most people think recessions happen suddenly, like a switch flips and the economy breaks. In reality, recessions usually happen when pressure builds in the system, then something triggers a slowdown. In this video, we'll explain what a recession is, the main forces that cause recessions, and how different triggers can create the same outcome. We'll cover spending, interest rates, debt, asset bubbles, shocks, and confidence, using a few real-world examples where they make the mechanics clearer. By the end, you'll understand recessions as a system process, not a mystery. Let's start simple. A recession is commonly defined as 2 consecutive quarters of negative economic growth. In plain language, the economy shrinks instead of expanding. Businesses earn less, people lose jobs, spending slows. But recessions rarely happen for just one reason. They usually occur when several forces weaken at the same time. The first big driver is falling spending. Modern economies depend heavily on household consumption. In most advanced economies, consumer spending makes up more than half of total output. In the United States, consumer spending is about 68% of GDP, according to the Bureau of Economic Analysis. So when households cut back, the whole economy feels it. If people spend less on travel, retail, restaurants, and services, business revenue falls. When revenue falls, businesses cut hiring. That reduces income, which reduces spending again. This feedback loop can turn a slowdown into a recession. The second major driver is higher interest rates. Central banks raise rates to slow inflation, but higher rates make borrowing more expensive. Mortgage repayments rise. Business loans cost more. Investment slows. When borrowing slows across both households and businesses, the economy loses momentum. Debt makes this effect stronger. In some advanced economies, household debt can be close to, or even exceed, annual disposable income. That means small rate increases can create large repayment increases. More income goes to debt. Less income goes to spending. And that tightening spreads through the economy. Another cause is asset bubbles. A bubble forms when asset prices rise far beyond underlying fundamentals. The most well-known example is the housing bubble before 2008. U.S. house prices rose rapidly while lending standards weakened. When prices fell, mortgage defaults increased, banks took losses, and credit markets froze. Between 2007 and 2009, U.S. GDP contracted by roughly 4%, and unemployment peaked near 10%. That downturn spread globally because finance is connected. Recessions can also be caused by external shocks. These are events that suddenly disrupt production and spending. The COVID-19 pandemic is a clear example. In the second quarter of 2020, the UK economy contracted by nearly 20% in a single quarter. That decline was not caused by a housing bubble or gradual debt stress. It was caused by a sudden stop in economic activity. Confidence is the final ingredient. If businesses expect weaker demand, they delay hiring and investment. If households fear job losses, they cut spending. This creates a cycle of caution that reinforces itself. So what causes recessions? Usually it is not one thing. It is a combination. Spending weakens. Rates rise. Debt burdens tighten budgets. Asset prices fall. A shock hits. Confidence drops. When enough parts of the system weaken at once, the economy contracts. Recessions are painful, but they are also part of economic cycles. Most recessions in advanced economies have historically lasted less than a year. Governments and central banks often respond by lowering interest rates, supporting credit markets, or using targeted fiscal support to stabilize demand. These actions aim to restore confidence and restart growth. The key idea is this: recessions are not random. They happen when stress builds in the system and triggers reduced spending and investment at the same time. If you understand the system mechanics, recessions become explainable, not mysterious. If you found this explanation useful, consider subscribing. This channel explores how economic, business, and investment systems work and why they behave the way